I'm going to go ahead and bring up Carey, who is the president of the Digital Analytics Association and also director of marketing for Google Analytics. So thank you, Casey.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to join us. I just want to take 10 or 15 minutes here and give you an update on what's going on with the DAA. For those of you who are not members, and we would love to have you as members, the DAA's mission is to help analytics professionals become more effective and valuable through two things: professional development and community. So kind of giving you the opportunities and information to be more valuable to your employers, helping companies actually get more from the analytics teams that they employ, and then creating an overall community for us to share and learn. And symposiums like this are a big part of that mission. We've really been working on the professional development aspects of the association and really trying to answer three big questions. One is, as a digital analyst, what sets me apart from the crowd today? Second, what knowledge and skills will make me more valuable in the future? And then ultimately, if I've identified those gaps or those opportunities, what steps can I take to actually advance not only my skills, but also ultimately the value? So it's been a big focus, professional development. And so what we did over the last year and a half is work on an analyst competency framework. And really what this does is identify for digital analysts the knowledge and skills you need to perform specific tasks. So really giving you a foundational understanding of what it means to be a digital analyst. So very excited about the work that's been put together here. And this framework's available, and you can take a look at it to see how it works. One of the things when we built this that we wanted to look at was we didn't want it just to be us telling you what we thought it was. We actually wanted to survey the industry and make sure that it was actually representative of what was out there. So we had a task force of 11 members come together and work on this over this time. And what we did was basically crowdsource over hundreds of digital analysts and ask them, what skills do you have, what job do you have, what roles do you do, et cetera, and bring all this information together within this competency framework. So very excited about the comprehensiveness of it, but also how it reflects kind of the industry as a whole. And then ultimately, giving you this framework so you can actually place yourself within it and understand kind of where you fit in. Like I said, it's available online in a PDF format, and there's really kind of two vectors. One is the analytical vector at 3 levels, entry, mid, and senior, as well as a technical vector. So you can kind of look between those two vectors where you fit in, and kind of if you wanted to move one direction or the other, what that would look like for you as a digital analyst. One of the things I would say is if you have not looked at, just real quick, who's looked at the competency framework? You people? So first takeaway from today, tonight over a glass of red wine, go look at the competency framework. Take a look at it. And we'd love to, if you got feedback, send it back to us and let us know, because this is a living thing that we want to keep in place. But check it out. It's got great details. It provides you things like what's the task statements, what are the knowledge statements associated with those tasks, and what skills are required to successfully complete those tasks. So you can really get a nice detailed understanding of what aspect of your competencies that you can work on. Take the assessment. So once you've looked at the framework, go take the assessment. This is available for members. And take the assessment and actually see where you fit in on this. The assessment is choose your job role, analyze results. The great part about this is once you get the results, you can now create a development plan. And I don't know about your company or you, but professional development plans are a big part of life at Google. It's something that we have to do and encourage all the time. So this is a great tool to actually facilitate that process and making sure we have a plan in place. And then look at digital analytics career paths. The industry is exploding. Not only, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it was web analytics. Today, digital analytics is a huge space. So there's plenty of opportunities, not only where we are today, but kind of what we see in the future. And so we'll continue to build that out to support what that future looks like. After you take the self-assessment, lots of resources available from a professional development perspective. On the DAA website, curriculum, webinars, symposiums, things like that to help develop each of those areas. Talk about that. And then finally, kind of two things that are in the works. Standardizing digital analyst job descriptions. So what we heard back from our corporate members, great competency framework, great assessment. How does that help me as a company? So we'll help you standardize job descriptions, and then we're also now working on interview guides. So we have kind of consistency from the skills that are being developed and the companies that are hiring against those skills, so we can bring all those together. Talk a little bit about the community. We have scores of corporate members and really thousands of individual members, right? So there's a great community that you can leverage and build those relationships with. One of the reasons I ultimately joined the DAA was just to network and build relationships of other companies who have the same problems and challenges that I have. So to me, that was actually, and still is, one of the biggest values that I get out of these relationships. Chapters. We're very lucky to have a very good chapter of co-chairs here in the city. The DAA, frankly, is as successful as the chapters are. It's really kind of locally formed. It's where the networking and community occurs. So there's opportunities to get involved in the chapters. If that's something you'd like to do, I'd highly encourage you to reach out to Krista or the team and kind of figure out how you can participate in that. Whether it's like meetups or symposiums like this or whatever it is that we want to plan. We now have 12 local chapters. We're having Florida is kicking off their symposium after the first of the year. So excited to have them join the family as well. But great chapter community that you can leverage. Education, lots of activities around education. Two of the things that have been very successful this past year are thought leadership conversations. So we've got members in the DAA who have amazing experience and knowledge. So we're trying to find ways to bring this to you so that you can take advantage of it. Thought leadership conversations are one of those. The new one is also webinars as well. So look for those. They come up on different topics, and it's a way to really tap into people who are kind of the top tier in digital analytics. There's the community. There's an open forum. So as a member, you can go ask questions and participate in the forum. So I'd encourage you to do that and more. There's a huge video library, crazy amount of content. All the symposiums are on the website, so you can pretty much find presentations on any topic that you're interested in. Workshops, we have a certificate program through the University of British Columbia, various career resources. If you're hiring, and I know a lot of companies are, we'd love to get your jobs posted on there and get them in front of our members, so take advantage of that. And then one of the things we do is offer discounts to industry events. So whether it's eMetrics or eTail or some other event like that, we have partnerships where you can take advantage of that. So at the end of the day, the simple message is join the DAA. If you're not already a member, give us your money. We'd love to have you as a member. But no, it's more about the community, the opportunity of really growing the industry. And that's really why we're here. So drive your career, drive your profession, help grow the DAA and the community as a whole. And go to digitalanalyticsassociation.org, find out more information, and we have a very special offer for you. If you join within the next 30 days, if you're a non-member and you came to the symposium, we'll give you a credit for that towards your membership. So we'd love to have you. Thanks again for joining us, and I'll turn it over to Krista so we can get into the good stuff.